Hello everybody, thank you for watching my YouTube video on Kubernetes. In this demo, I'm going to talk about services. Let's have a demo first to understand about services. In this demo, I will be showing how to create Nginx and expose it to publicly. So this is the Nginx YAML file, and we can take it from GitHub repository. So I call it as my Nginx, and the replicas are two replica, which means two pods, which I'm going to create. So let me create. Yeah, so then Nginx is created. kubectl get pods. Yeah, so they're up and running. So let's check their IP address. So let's see where they are running, which nodes they are running. So they are running on node 3 and node 2. Now let's get the pod IP address. Yeah, so the IP address is 10.40.0.1 and 10.40.0.1. So internally they cannot be accessed. Now what I'm going to do is that is I've configured my service, and the service is basically I'm exposing the port 80 to my external IPs, which is my LAN IP address. So what I'm saying is that is I'm just calling as a kind of a service metadata. My label is mine nginx, and the port which has to talk to the selector is mine nginx, and I'm exposing it to the external IP address. So let's create the expose first. Yeah, so the service is got exposed now. Let's check the service. Yeah, so you can see the Nginx service is created, and its VIP is this one, and it is externally exposed to both these IPs. Now let's describe this Nginx service, and we will have a clear idea how does it really happens. So you can see here, so this one is an Nginx service, my Nginx service. We have the two pods, which is endpoint is basically 80, and the current VIP is mapping here, and that is exposed to our public IP address. So let's browse the IP. Yeah, so 70 and 72. So here you can get the IP address, and you can access your web server. So what is a service? Service is an abstraction for path providing stable and virtual IP address. While path may come and go, the service allows a client for reliable connect to containers running in the pod using the VIP. The virtual in VIP means it does not actual IP address connected to the network interface, but its purpose is purely to forward the traffic to one or more pods, keeping the mapping between the VIP and the pods up to date. In the job is the kube proxy. The kube proxy normally does to maintain, just do the routing stuff, and it does to the process to runs on every node. Whenever a query happens on the API server to learn about the new service in the cluster. So in our case, like we have the pods, three pods that is exposed as an Nginx service, and we are directly connecting it to the pod. So this is the overall abstraction how the service normally looks like. The service will have its service pod port, label selector, external IP, external load balancer, and internal IP address. So you have the complete details here. So like kubectl get service, you have name, type, customer IP, external IP, and the port details. So we in this method we can expose your external services to the public world. So we are also have another option like directly you can run the kubectl run in Nginx, and you can instead of calling the YAML directly also you can run the image, and you can try to expose them. So before exposing, let me delete it first. Delete -f service. So let me delete the service. So I don't want to get port get collide each other, and let me delete my Nginx service as well. And that now cleaned up. So what I'm going to do now is that this I'm going to expose using the kubectl instead of YAML file. So kubectl describe nginx lb. Oops, sorry, typo. Yeah. So it is endpoint is only one server, so we can scale it up. If you want, we can scale it to two or three pods so that we can try to access. Let's access the URL now. So it should not work now. So it's not working. So let's check 70. Yeah, so you got it. So in this way you can expose, and if you whenever if you want to scale up when infrastructure want to grow, or you want to increase your number of engineers, you can scale it up. So that's all about this, guys. So let's talk about the next video, replication set and replication controller. Thank you.